Well, hello there. Welcome once more to Kwanchewa's Kitchen. And if this is your first time stopping by, I would like to say a very warm akwaba to you. So it's finally beginning to feel like fall even here in Arizona, and I decided to share my DIY fire pit project with you. I've had a few people ask me how I did it, and I thought this is a perfect time for me to share with you. When we had our backyard done, I asked the landscaper to make me 2 retainer walls on either side of the wall so I could plant some seasonal flowers and herbs. When I started looking into how to make this fire pit, I realized I'll need the same kind of blocks. And I always felt my flowers were hidden behind the blocks because it was too high up. So I took a layer off each side and got an extra 10 from Home Depot. And that's what I used to make it. So a total of 30 retainer wall blocks is all I needed. And it was pretty simple. So I started off by taking a layer, like I said, off each side, and as I took them I just arranged. Like most videos that I watch and most blogs that I read on Pinterest required you to make a circle, like try to draw a circle, which I wouldn't have been able to do this by myself if I needed to do all that because I'm terrible with measurement. But these blocks, I realized as soon as I started that they come together to make a circle, so I really didn't need that. And also I have paver stones already in my backyard, so I didn't need to dig a hole. And if you need to dig a hole, if you don't have pavers on your yard, you might want to look at another video to have an idea how to do this. So I just arranged, and as you can see, it's coming together perfectly. It's 10 on each side. It was like this was really meant to be. It was already pre-arranged that I'll one day get up and decide to make this fire pit using blocks that I already had. So you see the first layer of 10 is done, and now I'm bringing in the ones that I got from Home Depot, and thank God that I have this car, that car belonging to my daughter. She doesn't use it anymore, but if you watch my Instagram stories, you know I use this a lot to bring my gardening stuff from the car to the backyard. This is like my wheelbarrow, like very, very handy. Thank God I never gave it away or anything. These extra 10 that I got from the Home Depot actually have a slightly different shade. So I thought of putting them in the middle so it will be like a plant thing. And when you are putting the layers, you want to put them so that the seams overlap. It looks beautiful that way. And I think it also helps so it doesn't just easily fall apart, because I'm not going to use any adhesive. I'm not using any concrete or anything to bind them. I just lay them on top of each other, just like I'm doing now. And for a whole year, it stayed put. Nothing happened to it. So I think it's going to survive. And other people have made it the same way, not using concrete, and it still held up. So I thought this would do, and it really did for me. So I'm all done arranging this second layer, and these are the ones from the Home Depot. So I put them in the middle so I have a pattern, and I am testing to make sure this fits. I know it will fit because when you arrange the 10 blocks, this fire pit that I got from Walmart, I'll link it below, fits perfectly on top of it. And so now we're going to go on the other side and bring the extra layer. So our fire pit will be all done. Yeah, was a good workout for me. Like putting them back, getting them again. I was like, this is a good workout. So I don't even mind doing this. And here we go, our very last layer. And that part is actually, which is showing, actually should go down. I don't know. I read somewhere that it helps to make them latch. And so, yeah, it's easier when you have it that way, and then everything sits perfectly. And so I'm just going to go ahead and finish this layer. And my little helper, he really wants to help. Like he feels so strong and capable. Just look at him. But he more just wants to have that car, I think. And look, I brought in the very last of it. And then we can have our fire pit back. Easy peasy. The total cost for this was $55 for me. I know it's also because I had the 20 retaining blocks, but even if I had to buy everything, that would have been an extra like $40 because it was $1.98 a piece and I got 20 extra. So that is a good bargain, I think, and I love it. Everybody loves it. It's just beautiful. So now that I'm done with the third layer, I just go ahead and put the fire pit back. This is a portable fire pit. I got it from Walmart, and it sits in so it looks like a fire pit that you would have bought already made and put on your backyard. and it has this little rack to go in there, and that you set your coal on or your firewood. And this covering is to protect your fire so it doesn't give sparks or anything. And just like that, fire pit all made, simple, beautiful in my backyard. This is like it's adding to the landscaping, it's giving some appeal to my backyard. And I put my furniture, these are old furniture that I've had forever. I brought them all the way from Delaware to Arizona. Put some flowers on the side, and that is it. My backyard appeal has improved tremendously, like since doing just this little thing. And we love it, like totally, totally love it. The kids love to have a fire. I love to cook on this, like to grill. It's the perfect charcoal grill you could ever have. When I first made this last year, I didn't even own a grill, and that is what I used to make all my meats until I got a grill, and I even love this more than the charcoal grill that I have. Just beautiful. I hope if you have some space and you were looking into making a fire pit, this helps you. So this is a cooking channel, and it's not so cold here anyway for me to make a real fire, for us to enjoy it. But I could always cook to show you how useful this fire pit is. So I'm just going to go ahead and make a fire. The kids will enjoy it until the coal, the flames are all done, and then I will have my part in cooking. They love the fire. I love it too, We sit here and it's like real by the fireside. You could tell them stories. They like to do their marshmallows and have some s'mores. It is just beautiful to just sit outside and watch it. And I love the extra fact that I can use this to cook, to make my meat. So once this fire dies, the flames die out, I'm just going to go ahead and grill some meat so we can eat something with it. And for you to grill, you will need this cooking grate. This is also from Walmart, and you just set it on top of it. This is like the ones that will go in a kettle grill, and that is what you need to lay your food on top of this fire pit to cook. And I'm grilling some fish, and I'll make some chicken for the kids as well. And charcoal grilled food is always amazing. So this project is very easy, and I hope you try to make one of your own if you were looking into a fire pit. And until I come your way next time with something amazing, be loving, be kind, be happy.